Well, the Speaker of Parliament has directed the Defence and Interior Committee of Parliament to probe the military brutalities of some civilians in the Upper West Regional Capital. Why? You know that video went viral yesterday of some military men literally brutalizing residents over an alleged missing phone. Let's listen to the Speaker.
Honourable members.
Yes, sir.
As proposed by the minority leader and seconded by the majority leader, I direct the Committee on Defence and Interior to proceed to investigate, collect and collate the facts and report to the House within 4 weeks. I so direct.
Let's still stay with this subject a while longer because the Ghana Armed Forces has said soldiers seen in a viral video captured in the Upper West Regional Capital while meting out brutalities on civilians on the streets will be severely punished. A press release issued Friday, July 2 said the, quote, unprofessional conduct took place at a time the commanding officer and the chairman of a regional security council were out of town on official engagements. The statement added that internal disciplinary measures have been instituted to deal with all those who will be found culpable in this unprofessional conduct by the soldiers. Now, the soldiers were said to be searching for a missing mobile phone belonging to one of them who had boarded what is popularly known as Yellow or Mahama Kambu. The Ghana Armed Forces has assured the people of Wa and indeed all Ghanaians that, quote, their safety is paramount at all times. As such, they will not condone any unprofessional conduct by any member of the force. Let's speak now to my colleague Gafaru, who is in that part of the country. Gafaru, thank you for joining us. Can you say right now that calm has returned to the area following what happened yesterday? Hello, Gafaru. I'm afraid we are unable to hear Gafaru. He's also unable to hear me. But we know that a top hierarchy of the Ghana Armed Forces have been visiting the area to understand especially what may have led to the brutalities meted out to the residents of Wa by the soldiers. Hopefully Gafaru can hear me this time. Gafaru, what have the hierarchy of the Ghana Armed Forces been telling the residents on their visit to the area?
Yes, this morning we were all waiting anxiously for the arrival of the military high command from Accra. And when they arrived and Chen was said, and the regional minister, who is the father of the region, introducing everybody. And after he introduced Major General Thomas Opong Afra, who is the commander for the armed forces here in Ghana. Afterwards, the chief, the one now the representative said that they would like to rather speak for the military high command to understand the issues and know exactly what happened yesterday. Or they will now render whatever unqualified apology they said they were coming to render to them. But they didn't allow him to speak first, but rather the traditional council they spoke to tell them exactly what happened. And what they said was that even yesterday, the chief, that is the one out in the overlord of the Wala traditional area, said that he did not eat yesterday because of the incident, and that the people who normally go to buy food ingredients to come and prepare for him were traumatized, and for that matter, they couldn't actually go to buy those things. And that the same thing happened to a lot of people within the Wat town where these police military brutalities occurred, and to the extent that they couldn't go back to the market. They also said that there's somebody at the Wat Palace whose motor tricycle, which we also call here Mahama Kambu, also got lost yesterday since the incident took place, and they are yet to see or hear of it anywhere within the region. And for that matter, they are calling on them, the military, to take action against their men who did what they did yesterday. And responding to these issues, what also the Major General was also saying was that they are assuring the Wale Traditional Council or the WANA that whatever chances they are going to measure out to these individuals who came in just only 4 days ago. I think they are new recruits, and that came only 4 days ago. And yes, they are seeing this kind of atrocities.
All right, Abdul Gafaru, I appreciate that you could join us with those updates from the Upper West Regional Capital. Joining me now via Zoom is Richard Kumado. He is a foreign security consultant. I appreciate that you could join us. You make time every time to speak to us. Now, tell us about the latest on this. We saw that video. I'm sure you have seen the video as well. How does it come to you? How does it strike you?
Definitely, there has been some excesses at WA in the Upper West region. I have a special attachment to WA because I've stayed there for like 10 years and I have families there. What is also important is that I have seen the swift write-up from the military, and I think they will need to do more to maintain calm and order, because the activities of military people over the few months has become a terrible mistake in the public space.
You have just spoken and taken the sail out of the wind out of my sail, I beg your pardon, because we've seen the militarization of the states. When there are protests, before you know it, soldiers are out on the streets trying to restore calm. Before you know it, military men are out on the streets, brutalizing people, especially even during the COVID era. We heard reports of military men, dishing out some unpleasant, exercises and punishment to some persons. What would you say about this? How should the military be conducting itself going forward?
I think there has been a disorder and there has been deorientation. We swear an oath to protect the people of Ghana, and we swear an oath to defend the Constitution and not to succumb to the policies and the instructions of politicians. And I think that gets into their head. It's important we bring back the dignity of the military back into the space. Growing up, we all want to wear the green uniform and to put on the beret. I think there has been some issues with recruitment and the instructive nature of the military. And it's important that the military hierarchy will step up their efforts in bringing responsibility and accountability to the job we do as law enforcement officers.
Oftentimes, when some of these things happen, we hear from the military high command, they say they are probing the matter, internal measures have been instituted, etc. And that, I bet you, is the end of the matter. What would be your expectations on this particular one?
Definitely, the military is a secret society organization, and internal investigations will not be made. The outcome of those investigations will not be made public into the public domain. What we need to do is for individuals or state prosecutors or individual prosecutors to start suing the individual military officers or sue the military hierarchy or the nation as a whole. Those ones, once they are standing trial in the public space, outcome of those investigations will be made known. I only pray and hope that the few bad news will not spoil the image of the Ghana military, and we will do everything right to maintain that image, which has served a purpose for this country.
Richard Kumado is a foreign security consultant. We appreciate always that you make time to speak to us.